Alright, so
DM, take it away.
everyone. This is still technically our Dragon of Icespire peak game because we left a side quest that everyone's bugging me about that we need to do. So we're doing that. So imagine we had just defeated Cryovane, spoiler, in his lair in Icespire Keep. You had your head down the mountain, head down the Tribord Trail, the ruined town of Conyberry in the Shrine of Savras isn't too far away, so you decide to drop off the bell at the shrine. Murook gets his vision of the god Savras for a split moment, but as of yet, he doesn't decide if he'll take him up on his offer to return home via a gateway to Sigil. But he does find that he has gained even more innate magical powers, and that's Murook is now multi-classed into sorcerer. This is going to be fun.
Not just any sorcerer, my friends. A wild magic sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
So now we get to play with the big boy wild magic table.
So you make your way back from the shrine to the main road, which, like I said, Conyberry is basically right next door. And you see a dwarf running from the town to the road, and he goes. If you remember, the dwarves were excavating the giant Warforged robot that laid underneath Conyberry. In the past, it went insane for unknown reasons. They had to shut it down, and eventually someone built a town over it after they buried it.
Well, that makes sense.
As you will.
They forgot where it was buried.
BigFellow was supposed to stay there, keeping watch, but he was at the wrong town the entire time.
We forgot where it was buried.
Yeah.
Oopsie doodle.
You see this dwarf running up to you, and he goes, "Perfect time." And the boss and the captain are ready to activate that big robot thing, and I think we need you guys around to help because this thing is huge.
Is it?
Oh, by the way, did you beat that dragon?
He will not be a problem anymore henceforth.
He is an ex-dragon.
Ex-dragon. Well, follow me. We don't have much time.
Oh, I wanted to go on vacation and I kind of follow along, but that sort of dejected. I don't want to do this sort of thing that teenagers and toddlers do.
It just beat a dragon.
I'm just imagining the giant robot being the end boss from Final Fantasy X2, and you got Factory playing a piano to control it in the core.
It's not that big. If you remember, they had to demolish a house to get to it. But these dwarves have been busy. You make yourself into the town, to the place where they're digging it up, and you guys over. You see that they pulled up this Warforged, which is as big as a small barn.
Ooh. It's beautiful.
It's colossal.
And Abun, your character still says he's at half hit points. You can take a long rest or whatever.
Mine looks like it's full.
I updated in D&D, but oh well. Also hasn't updated the hit points. Got it.
So all of these dwarfs, you see the captain, which is BigFellow's old captain back in the day. And you see Factory, the rock gnome. They're just kind of looking up at. She's looking up at wonder at this huge thing. And what you see is almost like this if you knew what a tank was, like this walking tank has this huge hammer in one hand, and his other arm is this like a huge gauntlet, like his fist is like 3 times the size of what you would think it would be.
Metal.
And it's just kind of standing there with earth overturned all around it. Its eyes aren't lit up, signifying that it has no power.
Man, that would have been handy to have fighting the dragon.
It definitely would have made short work of that ice wall.
Okay,
I don't think it would have fit through half of the rooms that we were in.
It could have just jumped up to the top.
It could have climbed on the outside.
It could have just stood there on the outside and probably just still we would have seen it.
That 5-foot pathway up the mountain.
My technology is very graceful.
I suspect it would have made its own path at that point.
Why is it here again? Why are we digging it up?
Well, we were going to maybe use it against Cryovane, or have it be the new defender of the town, or whatever.
Does BigFellow, would you know how to control this thing, or program it, or whatever robots do?
Do I know how to control it, Joey?
Give me a Arcana roll. You were able to get the captain someone operational. Yeah, so you think you might be able to help out. But you had, like, with the captain, you had to spend, like, several nights tinkering around with his circuitry. And that was just his head, it wasn't even the entire body. But the captain does say, this creation seems to be inert, but I inspected the construct and its core is very much active. In fact, it's if remained, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing activated all by itself. Could be tomorrow, could be 3 months from now, could be years. But eventually this thing will awaken.
So maybe best to deal with it while we can.
And while we have the possibility to perhaps control it. If you weaken it enough, which may be a difficult task, this thing is very well armored. Me, the Young Factory, and BigFellow, we believe we could reprogram the construct. Perhaps bring it to our side once again, or deactivate it permanently.
I mean, I would prefer the former, but if we have to...
Weaken it while it's activated, or do we weaken it while it is inactivated? I think it'd be easier the other way around.
The only chance we'll have to get into its innards and reprogram it is actually while it's active.
Understood, and that is why you're the captain.
We need its magic core operational in order for us to work. It's not all circuitry and wires.
If we're going to fight this thing, I would actually like to use a feature that I've never used before. Because it's new. If possible, because it's inert, I might not be able to do this, so it's up to you, Joey. But basically, if I spend 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, I can learn certain information about its capabilities compared to my own. So, could I study this thing as it's in an inert state and learn anything from it that's listed in the in the thing?
Yeah, you can study it. The captain probably knows some stuff about it too. But since you're using this spell, it seems like I can just tell you certain things about it.
Well, I would using the two I would like to know from this, if possible, are the current the armor class and the strength score, as I could probably learn that from it being inert. But again, your discretion.
So you're studying this construct, which is almost towering over the top of this one-story house. And you're looking at its armor, at its weapons. You take a look at its kind of artificial muscle fibers, still look in very good shape despite its age. You
like
can
old
see
darts.
that in the armor looks extremely tough. So I will tell you that its armor class is 20.
Wow.
And its strength is 23.
Ooh. Yeah, we got this. We got this, guys. I will share that knowledge with the rest of the group.
That was nice of you.
Captain does say, yes, it's one of our most powerful creations, but you don't necessarily have to destroy it. Just weaken it enough for us to gain an opening.
So, folks, use your best tax, because that armor, that's not good armor.
Sounds very good.
If it has an AC of 20, how do we hit it?
With a very high dice roll.
It's definitely still hittable.
Magic missile.
Yeah. Is this extremely... Not extremely, like I think Cryvane had 19.
Well, our proficiency bonus is +3, and whatever our weapon, our strength or dexterity modifier is going to be. So it's definitely hittable. It's just, harder.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
I mean, my lowest to hit is +4. So I mean, it's not. I just have to roll a 16 on some of my abilities.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, young Factory will climb to the roof of the nearby structure and attempt to hop on the Colossus's back when the time is right. And I've equipped her with the proper tools and magical incantations that could hopefully calm the beast.
Sally walks up and looks in amazement at her big brother.
Extremely big brother.
I'm going to step back, because this thing probably has a decent reach.
Well,
On your command, I can activate the construct, but also any harm done to it will surely activate its defensive protocols. So I shall leave it up to you.
Do we have anyone that can do a sneak attack?
If you just hit it outright, you'll get basically a sneak attack, and then it'll start initiative.
I can try it. Heck.
Actually, if I probably have the most physical damage, I'll be honest, and I'm right here at it. So, okay. Now I can do one of two things. I can just hit it outright, or I can do Booming Blade. If you think it'll try to move.
before we do anything, we should probably all prepare what we're going to do. If not ready in action, we should at least, conjure any animals, spirits, set up any spells that we may have.
No. Hey, Joey, something that I haven't really paid attention to is if any spell has a money cost as part of a component. That's something that you're going to hold to pretty rigidly, right?
Yeah, I remember mentioning a couple sessions ago, like a conjure familiar, like actually had
That's
a
right.
10 gold spell, and you guys aren't poor anymore, so I'm gonna say that you have to adhere to that.
Okay,
I'm
I had
poor.
chosen my fourth level spell. I had locked in summon elemental, and now I realize that takes 400 gold per thing. So I'm gonna retcon that I did Ice Storm instead. If that is
every
okay.
time you summon elemental, it's 400 gold.
That is what this spell says, and I am.
Does it
not about
actually
that.
say that it uses up the component?
Yeah,
It-
It's the ability that it's right.
It says no
'Cause
water in.
it wouldn't consume it. No, you just need a gold inlaid vial worth at least 400 GP, which we might not have from leaving Cryovane, but
Yeah, you just pretty much have to have it. Like
Yeah.
like Identify required like a pearl or something like that, but it doesn't actually use it up. Meanwhile, if I cast Revivify, it would require a $300 gold point diamond, and it would use it. That would not.
And it explicitly says it uses the spell
Yeah,
uses
that'll
this.
specifically say in the components that it uses up the item.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna retcon my retcon. Then does that mean that I have 400 gold? I'm sure. I don't think we divvied all that up, but
I'm gonna say though, we haven't been back to a town where you can actually purchase that item.
got it. Okay. All right,
you're
then
gonna unretcon your
I am
re-retcon?
I'm re-retconning the retcon. Okay.
The timeline is just all messed up now because of all the retcons.
Loki's off in the corner.
Chaka Kahn wants to look in the rubble, like, to see if there's anything that... Because she can't really do anything to kill the Colossus, so I'm going to see if there's something that can help us.
Yeah, you're gonna have to support us for keeping us alive.
Yeah, he sees that some of the dwarf miners and having like just resting here. You see some bed rolls, but otherwise this building has been abandoned and ramshackled for hundreds of years. So you don't see much that can be of use in there. And don't sell yourself short. You can definitely make a difference in this battle.
Hey, you got a lot of spells, don't you?
I don't know.
All right. So, are we ready to go, or are we just gonna?
You should have level 4 spells by now.
Yeah.
She has one level 4 spell. No, she has one level 4 slot.
Yeah. I'm about to pop mine out, mate. Well, I don't know what Joey's got in store for us. I'm gonna be stingy with mine. Never mind. I'm scared.
All right. Well,
Do you want me to give this thing a big old whack then?
Verikan, do you have some sort of like grease spell that you can put on the ground?
I've got some extra ink.
I don't think it'll be slippery enough, but
Do
thank you for checking.
Do lizards make grease? Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm probably gonna use Booming Blade on it. So it needs.
That's not gonna kill it in one shot. So.
No, I don't think we have anything that'll kill it in one shot.
Fair enough. Well, I'm ready if everybody else is.
I think that I should go ahead and cast some animals out here. Joseph, am going to do conjure animals, and I'm going to choose 2 beasts. Nah, we'll do 1. 1 of challenge rating 2 or lower is what I am attempting to call forth from the nature around me to aid in this fight.
Big
Really
fellow
funny if yours.
on his frame, like 8 little portholes open up, and you see little rockets pointing out, ready to shoot.
How many beasts? Two level 2?
1 of level 2
I
or
take
lower.
I take a whole bunch of my darts and stick them out of the front of my dartboard shield.
What number do you put it? Do you put them all in the bullseye?
No, they don't all fit in the bullseye. I just stab them on the shield. I'm not playing the game darts. I'm just writing my thing. What the hell is wrong with you? I tried to explain this to you,
look,
Zyzzyx.
You're always you told me that you're always playing darts.
That was a metaphor. You know it's a metaphor because it's like a simile.
A green bear.
Zyzzyx hated it. Bad joke.
Chaka takes out Dragonbane and she takes a braid of Xanth's hair that he gave her and she ties it around Dragon's Bane. She's ready.
Alright. Are we ready?
Alright, what kind of bear is this, Joey?
This is a cave bear.
Cave bear.
It actually says that.
Oh,
underneath the bear.
It didn't say that when I looked at it a second ago. That's the story I'm going with.
So this the dust kind of raises around you, swirls around a bit. So once it settles, you see this gigantic bear appear behind you, or next to you.
I don't have cave bear in the... Oh, but I have it as a thing. Okay, I got it. I'm good.
Alright. Are we good? We ready to go?
How many hits points does it say it has?
It says it has 42.
Ah. A good number.
A good number. A good day to die. Is that status effect to remind you of concentration?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I do the thing from Gone in 60 Seconds, and I say...
The original or
Let's
the
go.
new?
The new.
Oh,
The
okay.
new. and I go, let's go.
Alright. If we're ready. I use Booming Blade and do a melee attack.
Cave Bear moves up next to him. As he's
Do it
doing
at
that.
advantage. It's he's basically inert.
Hold on.
Joey, give me control of this bear when you get a second.
Sorry. Any of those hit, Dustin?
I'm trying to see. Oh, that's the damage. Oh, okay. Hold on. That's the if I and do a melee attack. Neither of those hit.
So you actually do hit it,
It's an
But-
inert. Like the shell hit.
but it's armor. You just couldn't get enough heft in your swing.
Oh,
But feeling itself take damage, its head kind of rises up, and his eyes begin to glow red, and you feel like there's an engine inside of this thing that is just revving up faster and faster and faster.
Good. You woke it up.
Sally, seeing the thing's eyes glow red, uses her magic helmet to make her eyes glow even redder, if that's at all possible.
Roll an intimidation roll. No.
Yeah, she's got creepy little girl from horror movie. Like, perfect. Rolling initiative.
initiative.
Oh, Zyzzyx rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Damn.
Did everyone?
He is the king. You have the heaviest hitter go last.
I just sit back and tell you guys what to do.
He's delegating, as kings do.
So mote it be.
We're ready?
Alright, already gone.
I
First.
shall take off the first dart. Throw it. Just impacted on the surface. Second dart. Aim a little lower. Apparently it was not better. And I'm going to go ahead and use my quick toss to attempt a third throw. And I hit! 10 piercing damage plus 4 more piercing damage.
So you hit like a bolt or something that seems semi-critical. See some steam.
Aim for the flashing parts! And I run backwards. And that shall be my turn.
Alright, BigFellow.
Alright, so with my portholes open and missiles at the ready, I unleash I do my magic missile at level 6, and then I'm just gonna roll the dice right here on a different thing. So roll.
Murook, do you have a bonus hit points? I see
My hit points are wrong. It's saying they were 59 and I have 65.
And it should be more than that. It should be
It should be 50, because it should be 88 plus 8. So add another 7 to the 43, 50 damage.
50
Wait,
damage.
wait. How are you getting D8s from a magic missile?
Oh shit! No, I thought
So
it'd be
it'd be
more.
8d4 plus 8. So yeah. It's like, man, that's a good. Wait a second.
There we go.
It could have been better, but still. All force damage.
Right into the guy's face. And then, I guess Sally just stays right behind me, ready to deflect any attacks that might come my way.
Decent chuck of damage off this thing.
Guys, it only has 6 HP.
Very deep, robotic voice. Here it's a siege unit Colossus operational. Error detected. Error. Hostiles detected. And you see his like where his torso is kind of like rise up a little bit. And the upper part of his body begins to spin around. And its hammer and its fist. Well, it's actually no, I said like one hand's a hammer, the other one's an axe actually, a huge axe. So I want, as this thing spins around, Murook, the Cave Bear, Verikan, and BigFellow. Roll me a hold on.
Don't say
Sounds
that.
like
Roll me a DC a dexterity saving throw.
Ah,
But I'm seeing this coming. Alright.
Well, I
That's
think
what you're finding out.
And then with my dexterity saving throw, I'm going to use a flash of genius to add 4 to that, so it is now 16. Ha!
wow. My cave bear is just a bear, so he rolls a 9.
Only a bear.
I get 16.
So if you passed, when you take 9 damage. If you failed, take 18.
Sally, where were you on the deck?
His torso stops spinning, kind of lowers back in place, and it takes his hammer and his axe in a battle stance.
All right. Okay, I'm going to do Booming Blade, but I think I did that in the wrong order last time. I need to do a melee attack and then do Booming, declare doing. But if I do Booming Blade, I can't do an extra attack. I know that.
So what is Booming Blade?
Booming Blade. They take 1d8 thunder damage, and if they try to move, they then take 2d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
I think. Hold on, let me see that. Yeah, it's 1d8.
You basically use your action to use Booming Blade to make a melee attack with the spell. So it's not a normal attack from what I'm reading like this. It's a spell. It's essentially using a spell action to make an attack.
I still have. But we didn't do a roll for the attack when I did that.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
I just roll like an axe attack. I'm guessing. If that hits.
Hits. Alright. And then do Booming Blade. And takes 40. So it takes a total of. Okay, it's taking. Let's see here. 8 slashing damage and then 4 thunder damage. But if it moves before my next turn, it takes 7 more damage.
Okay.
It's off.
You see a ring of electricity kind of circle it. But it doesn't take much notice to it. Chaka.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I need to move, don't I? I'm going to actually move. I'm actually going to step back a little bit because I have a reason to do that. Hold on. I'm going to move back over here. And that'll be my turn.
17 hit you.
Oh yeah, opportunity attack. 17 does hit me.
Alright, so as you take a step backwards, out of the way, he takes his axe hand and just slashes you across the chest with it. And when you take 14 slashing damage.
18 slashing damage. Alright.
Yep. Okay,
I'm a beefy boy. I can take that.
you're still in this.
Did somebody forget to rage?
Oh no, I'm
never
not
heard.
raging. I'm not raging until I get to. I can't cast spells in rage, so I'm gonna.
Oh, that's
I'm throwing some
really?
yeah. Once I rage, I can't cast spells. So
he's playing a bit of a tough combo classing here, multi-classing. So,
but it does. But there is some synergy. But it'll work out in the. It's just I have to. I can't just pop my rage at the top of combat anymore.
Right.
Mm.
Oh,
Hey, Verikan.
No, it's Chaka's turn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chaka.
You skipped me.
God.
Oh, here you go. Anyway, I'm gonna go behind a column that's still standing, where I get a good view of the Colossus. I'm gonna aim like over here. Wait, yeah. And I'm gonna cast
Just quick outside of it.
Shatter.
At level 4, hit
Level.
where it says cast.
I don't hit this button.
No, that button.
What that one? Press it twice. Okay.
Did it twice on accident.
I'll take the first one.
Yeah, and since the Colossus is made out of inorganic stuff, it has to roll at disadvantage for its wisdom save.
Yeah,
Or
it's
save.
inorganic, so it's just. Oh,
Is that a rules? If it's not organic, then it.
Yeah, chat for shatter.
I'm. Yeah. What's it say?
A creature of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
I don't know if that technically counts for a construct.
Well, it's a big old. It's a big old thing made of metal.
I mean, it's not organic, so I guess that's true. Okay, so wisdom disadvantage. It's not very smart. It rolls a 5.
So it gets 28 damage, thunder damage.
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, you should just go.
Bardic Inspiration to Verikan. Or no, who's next?
It would be Verikan. Don't keep skipping our turns.
And do like.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm reading this wrong. Oh, wait, no, no. I got that right. Just ignore me. I'm just.
What? Who are you giving Bardic Inspiration to? Was it to me?
Oh.
Okay, all right. I just thought it sounded like Dartigan, so I wasn't
Oh,
sure.
it didn't. In your dreams.
I constantly dream of Chaka Kahn. I believe Zyzzyx is up.
No, it's Verikan is up.
Because
I was waiting for people to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
And you have Bardic Inspiration.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
And I don't think that would work.
You got this.
I will go with something that okay, that's I think that's a little overkill, so let's go with it. I will cast something that it will not be able to dodge. I will cast
Please no.
Wall of Fire. Where displaying. Create a wall of fire on a solid surface within range. It can make the wall up to 60 feet. I will make it the 20 for the actual distance of the thing. And just put it underneath the guy.
well,
Okay.
Each creature within the area must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, they take 5d8 fire damage, half if successful.
Is that right away or on their turn?
Both, I think.
Yeah, when it appears.
I think it's when it enters it for the first time, or when it ends its turn?
So this is very weird because it has like 3 different ways that the spell hits. It does, if I recall, part of it happens immediately if you cast it on somebody.
Yeah, if I'm reading it right, it happen. If they're in it when I cast it, they go for it now, but also at the end of their turn, or if they ever move into it.
So yeah, when the wall appears, each creature within the area must make a dexterity saving. So that happens right now if you're casting it on the Colossus.
Think about it like this: you're basically the Colossus is now standing in fire.
It's looking like a badass.
There's another thing. One side of the wall selected by you cast spell deals damage when a creature ends its turn within 10 feet of that side.
Oh, that's smart.
That's that's the second bit. And then the third one is the creature does the same thing when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. The other side of the wall deals no damage.
You have to get 10 feet away in order to not take damage?
10 feet of one side of the wall. It's designed to basically just push people. It's an area control spell, really.
The sheep herd them.
Essentially, it's like everybody on the far side of it is not taking damage. Everybody on the other side of it, it's like standing in standing in or near a fire.
Yeah.
What's the dex save?
Yep.
DC 14.
9.
Alright, so ends up whatever that dice roll was.
5d8, I think it's it.
It was 24 damage.
4. It's actually looking kind of beat up.
King Zyzzyx.
Alright, so let's see. Can this bear attack without getting burned, or can he move around the wall of fire to there without being in it?
Ask Bun.
No,
Yeah, it's just the width of the Colossus itself, so it pretty much stops right around the side of the fence. So
Okay.
you go around it, yeah.
I want to stay within melee range, and well, actually, I guess it's my turn first before the bear gets to do anything. Let's see. Did Murook? Did you took damage from him, right?
Yes, I did. I am down to I'm down quite a bit. I'm down about almost 20 health. Yeah, I'm down like 20 something health.
I'm gonna cure you since you're here next to me, and I don't want to get up next to that thing. So that is my action, is to cure you for 12. You're healed for 12.
Mightily appreciated.
And then I tell the bear to attack, but don't get burned. And he's gonna come around, and he is going to do one of his attacks. He is going. Oh, that's gonna suck to try and bite a robot, but that's what he's gonna do. For a 23, which I believe hits, as we know he is a 20. For 9.
He finds a convenient piece of wire on the thing.
Yeah, I think maybe a hose or something. And then he is going to then, after finding purchase with his teeth, slash with his claws, and not quite make that. Couldn't quite aim that as well. He got a little electrocuted, little shock from biting that wire through.
He got.
He does. And then I'm just gonna move over here behind Murook. Well, no, I already did that. Okay, and then that is my turns.
So a few of you start feeling the ground below you kind of shuffle around, like something's trying to dig its way up.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, zombies!
Oh,
I think we had to do something with this at the logging camp.
I came back.
Pretty sure I saw this in a
Doesn't
Kevin
seem-
Bacon film.
Doesn't seem as extreme as that, but BigFellow, you see a hand pop its way out of the earth,
Organic or
and
inorganic?
it looks very much like your hand, metal, leathery, and this Warforged
Yeah.
crawls its way from under the ground, but it has like parts missing, like an arm got torn off, or has a big hole in his torso. It's like struggling to move.
Are their eyes the same color as the Warforged, the Colossus?
They're glowing a bright red.
Alleys.
And Verikan, Dardagon, Zyzzyx, you see similarly these Warforged crawl off from the ground, not unlike a robot zombie.
Big fellow, friends of yours? They here to help?
Can I do like a history check to see if they were friends of mine?
Sure. You might
I
recognize
know one of them.
You know, you might recognize like one of these as being a fellow Warforged that fought on this, that fought a battle.
Big
with
Fellow
this
suddenly goes, "Oh great, it's Liv."
That's,
Warforged.
we had a messy breakup.
Yeah. But the one closest to Big Fellow is gonna take his arm, kind of not morphs, but like transforms into a blade. He's gonna take a stab at you twice. Does a 19 hit you?
Sally deflects. So he guys roll at a disadvantage.
Okay, so that one's a 9.
Alright. That 9 does not hit me.
Sally does like a kung fu thing where she catches the blade right before it hits your face. But
Good girl.
he takes his other arm and sucker punches you in the face. You know, he takes 7 slashing damage.
What? Does he have to roll for that other attack?
I'm pretty sure that's Sally's reaction, right?
Alright then. As my reaction, I cast that, so therefore he cannot hit me. It's a 9. Oh, wait, if it's 19, that means a direct hit, right?
Well, he attacked twice. What's your armor class?
Well, if I use the spell, I got 19 armor class, but regularly it's 14.
Oh yeah, it says until the
Doesn't
start
matter.
of your next turn.
I know it's reaction. It doesn't matter though. He punches you right on the side of the face, and you're just a split second too late with that shield. So you take 7 slashing damage.
Nuts.
Get smacked in the side of the face. You're like, "Ow! Shield!" Try that again.
One of these Warforged is gonna come up to you, Zyzzyx.
Of course it is.
Attack you twice. Does a 16 hit?
No, 16 does not.
It's just too badly damaged. It can't do the proper thing.
Nice.
The one by you, Verikan, gonna walk up to the Colossus right here. And you see its chest cavity kind of open up, and you see a burst of red magic pour into the Colossus's own chest cavity, and his eyes glow a little brighter as the Warforged glow a little dimmer. This Warforged drops over dead.
Uh-oh.
And the Colossus is healed.
Completely? Or
Just
just...
healed. A good amount, a fair amount.
Oh, well, that sucks.
I'm sweating now.
So we got to keep these... So we've got to keep these guys away from them. All right.
And the tank needs to do better getting the mobs.
This other Warforged is going to come towards you, big fellow. When you take 11 slashing damage total, as it hits you with its blade arms.
They're gonna turn you into one of the zombie Warforges.
I hope not.
Oh no!
And one's by you, Dartigon. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so first one catches you totally unaware. When you take a total of 12 slashing damage.
I'm going to use a reaction to parry. I'm going to roll a my D6 superiority die and add 5 to it, and I rolled a 6, so I don't have to take 11 of that damage. I only take 1.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Wait, the parry is. How did 11 come into that?
It's a 6 plus a 5, so I just rolled the D6. It doesn't add it to there because I can use it for various different things. I just set it up to roll.
So
the actual
it
superiority
tries to
die.
get the jump on you, but you parry it right before it hits you, and you only take 1 slashing damage. Okay, dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
But his other arm blade, much like Big Fellow, hits you in the side for 6 slashing damage.
I'll take that.
Right,
Alright.
now your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my first attack to just try and push this damn thing away from me. So I'm going to roll a strength check in an attempt to shove it 5 feet. I get a dirty 20. It will roll. You'll need to roll a acrobatics or athletics. Actually, it's my acrobatics, which is, or my athletics, which is a +3. So yeah, it's dirty 20 for me.
So this thing's pretty run down. You're able to push it backwards 5 feet.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take out my dart as my second
Is that
attack.
not prone or anything? Or...
I can choose to knock it prone or shove it 5 feet. I am shoving it 5 feet.
So it staggers back a little bit.
Yeah, so, and I will use my second attack to attack it with the darts. 17 hit?
The Warforged? It does.
Yes. I'll do 10 piercing damage to it.
It's off a good chunk of health.
And I will use another superiority die to throw my third dart, or throw my second dart as my third attack. Quick toss. So, 23 hits. Be another 10 damage plus a d8. Max there, another 8 damage on top of that. So
Sorry.
that's a total 28 damage
Wrong.
that turn.
It was looking raggedy before, now it looks like a gentle breeze might knock it over. Big fellows
and I will skedaddle back.
If you give me 1 minute, I'm actually gonna give these Warforged their own initiative.
Okay.
So that first round, they just got the jump on us.
On you.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dark.
So I don't want to necessarily wait for the beginning of the next round for them to do something.
I didn't like their initiative, so I was going to just, roll again.
Roll, yeah. Oh no, I just put them at the top. Yeah, I put them all at the top.
That's fair. You can treat that like it's a surprise round. They just come out at once.
Oh.
So
they're mostly all at the top anyway.
Yeah. It's kind of cheating. Does 18 hit you, Zyzzyx?
18 does hit me.
Take 6 slashing damage. Roll your concentration check.
Alright.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, thought not. 21. Yep, you're able to keep your concentration.
Huzzah! Okay,
The bear
so Brent is
lives.
like, he's like, hey, should I still stick around? I'm like, yeah, you're good.
Alright, big fellow.
Since I'm quite intimate with these creatures' makeup, should I roll at my rolls be at advantage when I attack it?
No.
Dang it.
I don't think they're favorite enemies.
Alright. Alright, so this one...
Valid question, though.
Yeah.
This one right here, I take out my equal.
I don't like giving advantage just for being clever, though.
So I do get to roll at advantage?
No, it's just right.
Oh, dang. Right. Not quite equal. This 27 hit.
Are you attacking the big thing or the little ones?
This guy.
Okay. That hits.
Right. And then I do it again. Does 18 hit?
Yes.
Right. And then Sally
Actually, it does hit, but the Warforged next to it is going to try to deflect the attack, so I want you to roll again as a fan.
Ooh, they have protectors.
I like this dynamic. So I roll my first two. I
Just roll again. No, just roll again. We'll see if it's higher or lower. Fortunately, for the Warforged, wasn't quite strong enough, and you still hit it. And the original 13 hits.
So it's an 8 and then a 13 because I attacked it twice.
Yeah.
Right.
It's looking pretty bad.
And then Sally winds up her fists, like almightily, like Popeye the Sailor Man, and gives a big old wop face.
Hits, but still standing.
Dang it. All right. Thus concludes my turn.
Turn the page.
Where did Dart move to?
I'm over on the right side of the map.
It's like, I'm out of here.
I am no good if Thing is right next to me, so I run.
I run giant.
Unfortunately, I was right next to the house, so I didn't quarter cut. It's okay, they didn't come after me anyway.
This Warforged travels up to Zyzzyx. 19.
19 will hit.
8. So he's going to take 5 slashing damage.
Mm.
Roll your concentration.
19.
Constitution.
That'll do it.
This one's gonna shamble towards the Colossus. Does Sally still have a reaction?
She has a reaction for this turn, yeah.
So Sally could attempt to hit it as it goes forward.
Yes, Sally will do that. On.
It's like reaching out with one arm towards the Colossus. $17. It hits. And you see its chassis begin to open up and the red glows come brighter. But Sally uses her force punch just in time.
Knocks his head straight off.
Before it.
Red glows, go
Yep.
straight. Sally.
Yeah, Red Glow Resident Sally.
Both.
The captain kind of yells from inside the house. These Warforged seem to be in some kind of collective consciousness with the Colossus. It's fascinating, but also terrifying.
Captain, let us hope we do not fall victim to the same mind as them.
This perhaps gives me an idea, but we must weaken the creature even further.
What do you mean we? You haven't done anything.
Yeah, roll initiative, Captain.
You're doing a great job.
We must defeat them.
you.
Oh, you're one of those modern major captains.
He is the very model of a modern major general.
It says so on this chat.
So this thing notices that he's in fire.
I'm on fire!
He's gonna trample down this fence, force his way past the bear.
And takes 7 thunder damage.
Takes 7 thunder damage as he crosses that barrier.
Do we get the attack of opportunity on them?
I don't think you're close enough.
No. Unless you have a 10-foot reach, I don't think so. Plus, you have to also remember the wall is opaque.
Yeah.
Although I guess it was standing in the wall.
So Factory kind of curses from the roof. She goes, "How am I supposed to hop on it now? Didn't think of that, did you?"
We could just toss you at it.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm noticing who's next in line.
So one hand axe is gonna come down to the bear. This is 15 hit.
15 will hit a bear.
Oh.
Takes 20 slashing damage.
Wow, that's a big ol' hit.
No more picnic baskets for him.
He's
Didn't
got
get rid of
a
the fire, by the way.
he's got a big boo-boo.
I was going to say that.
The hammer is gonna come down on BigFellow.
At disadvantage, Sally deflects.
10 wouldn't hit anyway. You're right out of his reach. Alright, Murook.
I could move to get closer, but I think I want to clear some of these out. So I'm actually going to do something interesting. I'm going to use Lightning Lure on this fellow here. He has to do a DC 12 strength check.
One of the Warforged?
Yeah.
Which one?
This fellow.
This fellow right in front, next to BigFellow.
Yeah, this fellow, you got big fellow, you got that fellow.
Do you have to do
Fellow, that
DC
fellow.
12 first? Yes.
I remember
It
my
has to.
name. It was this fellow.
It has to hit. All right. He gets pulled 10 feet towards me.
Well, hold on. Did I have to roll for something?
DC 12.
Dexterity?
Strength.
Right. Rolls a 15.
Alright, nothing happens. I throw out this line of lightning, wraps around it, and it just kind of pops through it. And I just go like, well, that happened. And I don't think there's anything else I can do this turn. Wait, hold on a second. I'm next to Zyzzyx. Oh, I get to do so. Okay,
Me.
all right, Zyzzyx.
Attack him!
Oh wait, that's it.
Wait.
Wait, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Is that a bonus action or
What?
yeah,
What are you trying to do?
I was going to use bolstering magic, but I think that is that's an action. So yeah, it's an action. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
60 feet tall.
I'm going to get a little bit. I'm going to move here. Actually, no, I'm going to move here, and that's my turn.
Alright.
Yeah. Or like here. You can move. Stay where I am.
Hold if you hold
Factory
an
asks you
option or
to-
control, Joey, you can you don't have to snap the fire to a grid.
I had to move it to get to the icon. Factory
okay.
says, Chaka, catch me. She
What?
jumped down from the roof.
I cast Featherfall. Do I have that?
Ooh,
Is that something I have?
No, I have other.
Ah, damn! I don't have that.
you use BigFellow to cast Featherfall.
I thought I was looking at his feet, not mine. I don't have it.
Regardless,
I had a header. Fuck.
yeah, you're able to catch her. She goes down to the ground. She goes, okay, one of you's gonna have to throw me, I guess.
Alright.
Well, make the captain do it.
Yes, let him pull his weight around here.
As you wish.
Is this I still have a turn, right? Or was my turn catching her?
No, you still have her.
I've got 19 strength. That might be the best shot at it. Or is that a dex? Or is throwing someone a dex?
Well, since
I
you're a
figured it.
barbarian, I would say, strength. It would be athletics.
Alright, I've got +7 to athletics, so I'd probably be the best shot at getting her over there.
I'm just gonna ignore her and cast my level 3 shatter. Can I do it over here so I don't get the cave bear?
Yeah.
okay.
The dex. Oh, Constitution save.
At a
I think
disadvantage.
last time we did it.
What?
I think last time we did that it was a dex or something. 11. So it takes 13 thunder damage.
That is admittedly one of the best spells to have against constructs.
Where do you say we are?
I give Bardic Inspiration to Murook. Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So now Verikan and Murook both have Bardic Inspiration.
So this fellow is going to take a step towards the Colossus. So Murook, you can take a swing at it.
Alright, hold on. Alright. Does a
Definitely does.
it takes 7 damage.
But its chassis opens, and the red energy inside him transferred over to the big one.
Again.
Ugh.
Oh man.
But not as much as before.
Yeah.
Alright, Verikan.
We need to get rid of these things. So I am going to try to help. I'm going to run around everybody, get here, and I'm going to attack the one right here. By the way, I'm dropping the flames since they're now of no use. And we're going to use a spell. Yeah, sure. I'm not holding blowing punches. I'm gonna shoot. These things are pretty tough, right?
The little ones, they're not as tough as they look.
They're kind of like good boy instead of little man instead of Sally.
Yeah, that fellows. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. So I'm going to shoot 3 scorching rays at them, or at this the one in front of me.
Yeah, the one in front of you looks really, really hurt.
Okay. One at that and two at the one behind back there. So that 19 on the one right in front of me.
That's a hit.
13 and 22 on the other.
22 hits.
Ugh. Measly 3 damage of fire for the one right in front of me.
That's enough, though.
Okay.
Half falls over.
Adam.
The red in its eyes go out.
Wait, did the 13 hit?
7?
Did the
13
13
not
hit?
hit.
Okay, well, then just 7.
Alright. Take one off the table. Zyzzyx.
Alright, so Factory was trying to get back up to the Colossus, right?
Yeah, she's the only one small enough to get in there.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I want to happen, and you tell me what can and if it needs to have any rolls for it. So
But she also says that don't do it now.
Oh.
He still looks a little too powerful, especially after he absorbed those magic cores.
Got it. Okay, then some of what I was going to say does not apply. I am going to shape into a giant. Oh shoot! I'm about to paste a bunch of things. A giant boar. And I am going to accept an opportunity attack because I am going to then move here and then here to hit him with a charge attack.
Oh, nice. So this one takes a slash at you.
It's likely gonna
17.
hit me. That is gonna hit.
7 slashing, and roll your constitution.
Oh, what did that end up? That
12.
was close. That was close. Alright.
Yeah, so it's a 10 minimum, so yep, you'll keep constitution.
Alright, I get hit for
So you
7
take
on
7
it.
slashing damage.
Perfect.
You just charge this Warforged.
If I can hit him with this, which is roll good. Yeah. Okay. So
18 right there.
that's 18 from there. And so here's a question for you. Let me just actually paste this for you. Oh, I can't. I want to show it. So if I move 20 feet, blah 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 blah, the target takes an extra 2d6 slashing damage. Should that be doubled because it was a crit, or is that kind of just outside of the crit?
What be doubled? What you're asking?
The charge damage is an additional 2d6.
It gets added to the damage for the crit attack.
Okay.
So then
it
you
does
double
rouse the crit.
that dice as well. All dice that hit on the crit get doubled.
In that case, Joey, it's going to be 4 plus 6.
Oh wow.
So another
So-
10 slashing. So 10 plus
This thing
28.
It's looking about as bad as it did before it absorbed those cores.
And
We are back where we were.
if the target
Well,
is a
yes.
creature, it needs to make a DC 13 strength save. Or else it will be prone.
Is there any restrictions on size on that?
No, I don't. Does not look that way. If it's a creature, it must succeed or be knocked prone. I bet, if it was like... it doesn't say any, but but no.
Most of the time, it says things for like one size bigger, which this is
Yeah.
one size bigger, so it probably is fine.
Doesn't say anything about the size, so is knocked prone.
Ooh, even with the... Wow, he rolled poorly, and that's fine by me.
Oh yeah, he rolled real bad.
I wasn't
Did advantage.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a strength save for him to fail, but I will take it. I will stop complaining.
So I'm gonna say it falls over backwards.
Onto the bear?
Yeah, it kind of falls over backwards into one of the trees, and the chassis that a factory would have to get in is now close to the ground, but she probably still needs some help to get up to it.
Man, I was gonna have her try to ride me, and then I...
Phrasing.
We
Said
should yell
really to
that.
the android bishop.
Well, I'd say, depending, either D'Artagnan or BigFellow have a chance before the guy moves.
So he's prone right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength fighter, otherwise I would try to keep him pinned.
I don't know if you can do that to a huge creature.
I wouldn't be able to, you're right. Well, it's that Zyzzyx turn?
But it's actually the bear's turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, the bear is gonna do some attacks with advantage, I believe.
Yeah.
Alright. He is going to aim for that squishy spot that he found before. And can't quite find it with his bite. And see what he can do with it. But he does get some purchase with some claws in there.
Yeah, you start ripping away some paneling that got damaged.
He means that's what you get for hitting me so much. Okay. And then that is the end of my turn.
Factory doesn't have an initiative order. Or let's say she kind of gets into position at a safe distance. But she may need some help to get into it. But she thinks that it's damaged enough now, especially being prone.
Well, why'd she run away from the one of the few people who can throw her?
Okay, we can wait till your turn.
She's afraid of elephants.
Dardagon.
No, you need to get over. She needs to get over by BigFellow because I go after the Colossus.
So it looks like that they're trying to do that, so I'm just going to go ahead and get up close to the only little zombie that's left. I'm going to go ahead and take do what I do best. Dart. This is a 13 hit. Joey?
No.
Alright, I do a, wait, how far was it? 5, 10, 15. Alright, I do a
It's
flash.
still Mark's turn.
I was going to do a flash bench from Genius so that way he could add 4 to it, his dart. Flash of Genius. Get a 4 to your dart.
1d4 or just 4?
Just 4.
17. Does a 17 hit?
17 hits.
For max 11 damage.
Nice.
We'll dart a second time. It's a 15 hit.
That's not hit.
I do it again. Flash of Genius.
You only get one reaction.
Oh. Never mind then.
You can do it.
I
I
will-
believe in you.
I will dart a third time with my quick toss. The 13, which will not hit.
Yep.
But I'm going to go ahead and take my action surge. And take 2 more attacks.
You just go ahead and plink
Nice.
on.
24 finally hits.
Yeah.
For 10 damage. At least my damages are high. One last one.
Looks very hurt.
27 for a measly 8 damage.
It's enough though. He falls over.
So I have a +7 to damage. It's great.
I would hope so with darts.
And I'll just shout out, I got you, fam! The zombie's dead! And that'll be my turn.
Big fellow.
Alright. So we have to get factory into the chassis now, right?
Yeah.
Ma'am, can I pick you up with your consent?
Consent granted. She gives you a high five.
Alright. BigFellow grabs factory, and carries her down like a football, and both he and Sally dramatically run up to the Warforged. Sally gets to the the Colossus first, and she crouches down, like puts her hands in like that little give you a kind of like a pose that you've seen people do before in movies and stuff, and gives BigFellow a boost up to get factory to be able to reach the chassis, like a little stepping stool.
Give it a athletics or acrobatics, your choice, with advantage.
I'll do athletics because I'm a graceful. I'm doing acrobatics because I'm graceful.
Ooh, that 20 is enough to do it. So, she kind of climbs onto the top of this thing. His arms are laying flat on the ground, so it can't swat it off, and it tries to wiggle her off like a Colossus from whatever that game's called, something with Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus. But she's able to keep her grip. She starts knocking around on the panels. And trying to find the right one. She can't find quite yet.
Can I give her a flash of genius?
You already used your reaction for the...
Yeah.
You don't get your reaction
Or
back
not.
until your turn comes back around, Chris.
Nuts.
She goes, keep it distracted. But the Colossus stands up. Factory is able to hold on tight. But it's like he doesn't even notice that he's there. Okay. But he starts to spin around again. Slowly at first. Faster and faster. So I want the bear, BigFellow, Sally, and the boar to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sally and the Boar is a half-decent band name.
Sally and the boar.
That'd be a great name for a band. Or like a minstrel group that you get at the Renaissance Fair.
So if you rolled a 17 or higher or lower, want you to take 21 slashing damage. If you rolled above,
I think I did a con save on accident.
if you rolled below, then you get 11.
And I'm not gonna
11
worry
slashing
about
damage.
concentration because that killed my bear. So my spell is broken.
So if you failed if you got less than a 17, you get 11.
20.
If you get less than 17, you get 21
Damn it.
slashing damage.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Let's see, your factory's gonna have to hold on tight.
And so Sally gets 11 if she passed.
Factory, unfortunately, gets thrown off.
Oh no.
Oh wait, might be sorry.
Can I jump and try to catch her on my back?
She gets thrown backwards.
Oh.
You okay?
She probably just
She just
fell
goes,
like
"Plan
15
B."
feet.
Yeah, she looks kind of hurt. She just goes, Plan B, just try to finish it off.
Right? Okay, now
And you can tell, like, there's, like, armor plating. This thing is falling off. This thing is, like, jittering. You feel and you just hear the engine within its chest just working overtime.
okay, let's see. Page here, check. I am going to cast. I'm going to cast a level 1 Chaos Bolt at the. Let's see if this. I'm within 120 feet, I would say. What do you say?
Nice thing about spellcasters is that their range is nuts.
Can be. Take Eldritch Spear, you can cast the Eldritch Blast up to 300 feet.
So what is Chaos Bolt?
Essentially, I roll. Okay, let's see here. 7 doesn't hit though. Essentially, I roll one kind of damage, and then it does it changes damage basically. Like it'll just do like a.
One.
Yeah.
7 though does not hit.
Oh. All right, that's one of my spell slots.
Yeah, you have the Bardic Inspiration, don't forget.
Oh, a Bardic Inspiration ain't gonna help a 7.
Probably not.
All right, then I'm going to just kind of. I'm gonna come over here and. 25. All right, and okay, that's my turn.
Chaka.
Right. Just a moment. She stepped out of the room. She's coming back in.
What? It's my turn? Go ahead. Don't look at me like that. How dare you? What? I'm gonna... cast a first level Shatter.
Shatter, a level 3 spell. Is that why it's Okay.
Oh, which... Am I not learning?
Yeah, you had slots for that.
Have the slots. Never mind, third level.
Constitution disadvantage. So, shatter is like when the ground is like kind of starts to vibrate, right?
Is it?
Oh no, it's just a sound.
Yeah, it's thunder damage. You're thinking,
Wait,
I know what you're thinking of, but yeah.
Yeah, the thing we did to the dragon before, but yeah. So you let out this thunder wave. Not the literal thunder wave spell, but this lightning attack right next to this huge construct,
Right.
and it just shatters the two glass eye sockets in various pressure points around its body. Steam starts to emanate forth, and it kind of falls to the ground.
Oh, no. Wait, we weren't supposed to kill
But it seems to be, for all intents and purposes, deactivated, but you still hear the motor, the magic forge within his chest, still revving. So, you think this thing may regain its strength. Probably gathering more magic from Warforged still underneath the earth.
Oh no.
But, you're essentially out of combat right now. And,
If we're out of combat, I'm going to pick up Factory and run her towards the machine.
Yep, she goes, help me up. She gets in there. What's that?
I help her get up there as best I can.
It's like a little bit too high, but use your trunk to get that extra.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and she's like, ooh, ooh, this thing's hot. but she finds the right chassis and takes her tools, unscrews it, finds a bunch of circuitry inside. And she finds essentially what is this thing's brain, which looks like a mixture of like magic crystals and like technology kind of interacting with each other.
There was an off switch the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, it's set to evil.
Oh.
She goes, Captain, I think I found it. And the captain also asked for a lift up. So,
Big fellow, that's on you. I got my hands full. Hold on. Factory's up there. Is Factory already up there? Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna put my
You
ear
got
to
it.
the ground and see if I hear any other zombies possibly rumbling around.
if they were making noise before, they aren't now.
Okay.
So the captain spends a few minutes looking at the circuitry. Keeps checking his wrist, which
Checking it.
some of you may notice has like little bars and graphs on it. So
See,
maybe it's like it's reading vital signs.
Does he have a Pip Boy?
And he has a Pip Boy. And he goes, "This as I expected. The magic chassis, the magic forge in his chest is operating at well above its recommended levels, at least 386%. It's no wonder why this thing went insane."
Okay, who overclocked the Colossus?
I have a theory, and I think our former comrades that attacked us proves this true. Normally, when our kind perish, the magic energy simply radiates out of our bodies and just dissipates into the atmosphere. If we have a soul, it goes wherever souls go, if you believe that kind of thing. But
I don't.
this Colossus is so massive that as our brethren fell on the battlefield, it got absorbed into the Colossus's core till it was too much to handle.
So it's powered by the Forsaken. It's powered by a multitude of forsaken souls. Then
The magic souls could still be viable. Perhaps we can give new life to the others that have fallen in what had become Conyberry.
Yes. A town of Warforged. We will soon conquer the planet.
One step at a time.
What'd you say? Wait, what'd you say, big fellow?
Yeah, would you
So
say?
here, I believe here are our options. I can simply shut down the Colossus. Won't be a threat to anyone. Or I can vent the souls enough for its reactor to be stable again. And we can reprogram it to be a protector of wherever we deem fit. More than likely, since given its simple programming, it'll see Conyberry in the nearby Tribord Trail as deemed worthy of protection. Or you can kind of see he's a little more excited about this possibility. I believe we can use the magic souls within the furnace and give life to the Warforged buried here in Conyberry. The Colossus will, for all intents and purposes, cease to function.
No.
But perhaps my kind and BigFellow's kind can find a new existence on this planet. Since the way home is lost to us.
Oh, that resonates. That resonates with me. I tell you what. I say we bring these Warforged back to life properly this time. That's my vote.
I mean, there's little reason to, with Cryovane fallen, there's little reason to have a massive protector, at least in the foreseeable future. So I don't see a reason why we should particularly just make him a guardian of the Tribord Trail.
Why have one Colossus when you can have several me's?
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
It's hard to
Yeah.
say, but with the amount of energy in this thing's core, we could potentially have up to 24 Warforged.
And I'll be
Brought
able
back to
to
life.
stand up against King Zyzzyx.
Yeah, but
Or defend King Zyzzyx.
Good luck.
I mean, they don't have to be. I mean, y'all could all live in harmony. I mean,
Y'all could rebuild the town. Help rebuild the town. We could probably get people living there again.
All to the glory of Corellin.
I think the Colossus would bring
I would
tourists
hope.
back to
I would hope you would know by now. I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
That was a good idea.
So you keep the Colossus. He'll bring tourism back to Conyberry.
Not a bad idea. We could
Like-
hang we could put a little saddle on him and the children can ride him. It'll be great.
That sounds awesome too, actually.
Yeah.
Like those big metal dinosaurs.
I'm just the problem is with that. I'd say the more the merrier. You know.
All right, let's just go with Murook's plan. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay. I mean, it just honestly, it seems like the more ethical thing. It seems like
Honestly.
It is a good idea. I could use some spare help around the shop.
I just want to go back to the bar and drink. I've had to fight 2 ginormous creatures in one afternoon.
Also, if the giant one truly has gone insane, it could be a kindness to put him at rest.
Part
Yeah.
of the appeal
Corellin
for the
do.
children.
All right, everybody wants
Yeah,
to.
the captains think. Yeah, the captain thinks it was the excess of the Warforged magic souls that just caused it to overwhelm
There's
him.
probably tons of them buried. They're these ancient dinosaur creatures, right? Scattered all across the land.
Yes.
Conyberry was the site of a battle where many Warforged
Oh,
fell.
okay. So we should. There'll probably no more around.
Except for that the ocean, maybe.
It would be unlikely. Our magic originates from Eberron. It would be nearly impossible. I believe it would be impossible to find the proper magic here to create more of us.
Oh, that's good then.
so that this would be it. But I mean, there'd be enough of potentially, but that would be enough that they would be able to, keep themselves.
I think Conyberry would make an excellent home. But I imagine many of us will want to travel, having no need to be warriors anymore.
Sounds good to me.
Bring my people alive.
Maybe we'll
Shall
keep
be
the-
done?
Maybe we'll keep
With
the.
with no objection.
I'm saying maybe we'll keep the Colossus body around, turn it into like a playground or something.
My snorts were snorts of agreement.
Very well. So it makes a few adjustments. And remember the scene in Ghostbusters when the containment thing
Yeah.
breaks out and all the ghosts pour out in little balls of magic or
Mhm.
souls? It's basically what you see here. You see a beam of light kind of erupt from the thing's belly in a bunch of but it's not red like before. It's kind of a greens and blues kind of erupt from it, and from all over Conyberry, you see them settle into the earth. And over the next, the next few moments, you start to see the Warforged kind of dig themselves out. Some of them are in good shape, some of them are in bad shape. But they don't have the red glowing eyes like the other ones do. So as the Colossus powers down, the Warforged, one by one, start making themselves to where you're all conjugated. And they begin presenting themselves with their serial numbers. Some of them recognize you, BigFellow. Some recognize the captain. But all the Warforged think it's a good idea to rebuild Conyberry, make it a Warforged home.
I think it is a magnificent
I do.
idea. Let us grab a shovel.
You could rename it to Roboberry.
No.
Yeah, we'll work on the name.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bop.
Connie body. But after that little interlude, having resurrected an ancient race of robots, you continue your way back to Phandalin, where we had the epilogue in our last game.
The weirdest thing of deja vu.
But this time, they also celebrate the defeat of the Colossus.
There's also somebody else in the tavern. A tiefling, red-skinned tiefling with purple eyes, just drinking some tea.
Foreshadowing?
Is it delicious tea?
Don't know. Make a perception check.
Is there mushroom wine in that teacup?
The stranger looks
This
over
is
at you
tiefling.
and says, "It's not a mushroom wine. It is a herbal tea. My homeland."
Someone else comes to the bar with the bar now.
Well, I rolled an 18, so
What was the question about the tea that you had?
was it tasty?
Yes, it is taste tea. From the teas plant. You are correct.
It has a bit of a shock to it.
He will introduce himself next time.
A tea drinking.
Right.
Tea wine?
Tiefling. He's a tiefling.
Ah, stop!
No pun intended.
Okay, yeah, right.
He is a tiefling.
It's tea tasty.
That's the whole gimmick.
It's tea-arable.
Yeah.
He seems disappointed that no one gets his pun. It's like, get it? I'm a tiefling. Okay, whatever.
Nobody
Yep,
understands
well-
my jokes from my culture.
Well,
Exasperating.
you do seem
uh,
pretty. You do seem pretty horny on Maine.
Feelings of horns.
Are you making jest at my appearance?
Hmm.
Because if so, you have some junk in your trunk, Elephant Man.
Whoa.
I like this guy.
I hope he sticks around.
Want them to fight.
Yep, that officially concludes our Dragon of Icespire Peak campaign.
Hooray!
And next time we play, we will continue on with the next campaign, which you see by the title here is called Tides of Decay.
Tides of Decay.
And the first part is part 1, Stormlord's Wrath.
Yay.
Alright, thanks everyone.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, fun times.
Thank you all.
And to you all, a good night.
Hi, D'Artagnan. We will never meet again.
Oh, I'll still be around. I'll just be here
if
while
we're-
you
if
go
we're
off and do
lucky.
your Storm King's
Oh.
thunder stuff. Thunder stuff. Thunder stuff. Thunder stuff. Thunder stuff.